Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm going to show you guys how to do a lash lift on downward pointing lashes. Don't beat me, but I forgot to actually show you guys how to apply the shield to the eyelids because honestly the shields were fighting me and it was actually getting on my nerves. So let's get straight to it. So I'm using Beautiful Brows and Lashes Lash Bomb to do this. And you apply step 1 by applying it from the roots up until close to the tip, but do not put it on the tip because you could easily over process it. So get as close to the tip as possible, but leave like, I'm not really good with measurements, but I want to say 1 millimeter gap to a few millimeters. I think it's a millimeter. Anyway, guys, don't beat me. I'm not good with measurements, but yeah, just don't go too close to the tip, but go closer to the roots than the tip, if that makes sense. You can get an example of what I mean anyway by watching the video. Sometimes the shield is not going to fully stick to the eyelids. So a tip that you could use is to put tape onto the eyelid first, and then you put the shield on top of that. It will make it easier to stick to the eyelid because I was really battling with this, like the glue just didn't want to stick on the eye that I'm on now. But one thing about me is I'm a perseverer and I'm gonna keep it moving. So each brand has its own lash timings, and as you do this, you will come to figure out how long to leave step 1 on for. So I left this on for about 10 minutes because she does have thick lashes. So I do a lash check 1 minute before the timer goes off. So at 9 minutes, I will do a lash check. What is wrong with my English? So to do this, you'll just need to pull one lash and wiggle it about. If it moves easily, that means it's ready. If it's still forming the letter C, then that means it's not ready, and you should continuously keep doing lash checks every 30 seconds to 1 minute to double check that it's ready. And once it is ready, well, the front of the lash is always going to be more ready because it's more fragile. So you will take off that first, and then you'll check from the ends, the middle to the other side. And once it's ready, you can take it off. I like to use a lip applicator to remove step 1. So I just roll it off, and some do say that you shouldn't get step 1, when you're taking it off on the tips, but sometimes that's unavoidable unless you use a lash rod. So when you apply step 2, I apply it to the entire lash, just in case as I was taking it off, it may have gone onto the tip of the lash, which is what we don't want. Now I'm applying step 2, and I apply step 2 all over the lash, again just in case step 1 reached the tips. Step 2 neutralizes the lashes, it conditions it, and it also stops step 1. So it stops the lash lifting cream. Please never skip step 2, otherwise you're gonna fry your client's lashes, and that's not what we want, okay? So I leave step 2 for the same amount of time that I leave step 1 on for. So if you leave step 1 for 10 minutes, step 2 needs to be 10 minutes. If you leave it for 8 minutes, step 2 needs to be 8 minutes. But again, it depends on the lash brand that you use. On the lash brand I'm using, which is Lash Bomb, you leave it on for the same amount of time. I noticed a few lashes were coming off the shield. So to get over this, I use a lash rod to keep them in place so they still receive the curl. It is completely normal for some of the lashes to start coming off the shield, so don't worry. So I removed step 2 with a dry lip applicator. I also did remove step 1 with a dry lip applicator. I just put it on a cotton pad and I go through the lashes, removing it completely, and I do that on both the lashes. So whilst I was waiting for step 2 to finish up, I mixed my tint and I used black tint, and I just mixed it with developer and I apply it all over the lashes. This bit can get really messy and that's okay. Just make sure you try and get it to the root so it goes to the back of the lashes as well, especially if you've got blonde haired clients. Once that's all done and I remove the tint, I use micellar water to remove the shield to break down the glue so it's no longer sticky. The lashes will be wet at this point, so just keep brushing through them with a mascara wand and use a fan as well to help them dry and go into place. So this was before and this was after. Look at the difference. I absolutely love it. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and like.